So, on to part 2. We never, ever expect things to happen, but we always hope for the best, and we always pray that the best will come for us. In light of everything that's happened, I wanted to tell everybody that I am who I am. I have nothing to be ashamed of. I have spoken on many different subjects, from life to understanding what life has to offer, to just blending the conversation together. I do not give a fuck about President Trump. I do not give a fuck about President Joe Biden. I don't care. Reason, I don't trust presidents. Presidents are there to run a country. They're not there to make any difference in the way we look at the way the world's running. The idea, here's the thing. The idea that a president has a constitutional duty to say or do something to another person is wrong. Senators and governors do shit for this country because they don't do anything except bitch about saving money. They much rather spend money than save money. The attitude I'm adopting is because we're failing our life. Our life is failing before us. We're killing people we should be helping live. We're letting our families and our futures fall to pieces because we don't want to make a difference. And we're fighting the hard fight instead of the good fight. And we're selling our bodies to science to renew a common enemy inside of each other. I remember growing up, my grandmother used to say, you got to make the best of what you got because there's nothing better unless you fight for it. And every time you fight, you got to give a little bit more than what you're giving to keep it. Truth be told, that's been the truth for a long time. And if you don't wake up and pay attention, you're going to land flat on your ass, flat broke, no money, no family, and no one to turn to but your own pitiful self. You got to make choices. You got to make good decisions. You got to pick up the ball and run with it when they say, hey, here's the ball. Take it and run. Don't look back. Somebody along the line said to me, how can you be so happy and yet so miserable under one-term government? And I said, this is life. I don't give a fuck who's president. I don't give a fuck who's governor. I don't give a fuck who's in the Congress. Just as long as my rights are being protected, I don't give a fuck. They can rip us off, and the blind can keep leading the blind, and the people can keep seeing these fucking idiots raise our taxes, up the cost of living, and not give a fuck about the people. Truly a remarkable sight to see, isn't it? So it's like, oh, well, I'm going to fuck this guy up because he asked for it. Well, you know, he didn't ask for it. You kind of fucked him up, didn't you? And you're going to be sitting there one day, going through your life and going, I didn't want this life. I don't want to be living day to day, month to month on nothing. I wanted something. I wanted something so big and so handsome that I couldn't even get it because I wasn't focusing on myself. I was focusing on everybody else. Everybody else. Blame everybody else for your issues. Blame the government, blame the city, blame the state, blame the governor, blame the president. Well, you can't blame the president for something you did. let's be honest. No one gives a flying fuck at the money you spend, just as long as you're building a community. You want to make money? I'll tell you how you make money. You start by putting yourself in a better position than what anybody else is in. You look at it and you go, this is my life. I gotta live my life. I've got to be the best I can to be the best of who I am. I'm not somebody who's just off the street. I'm me. They say that the morality of life is always misunderstood. No, it's not the morality of life that's misunderstood. It's the way people go about it. You fight, and you fuck around, and you get nowhere because you're always fucking around with something you shouldn't even be messing with. The cost of living isn't going up. It's the taxes, the money, the wages. The faster they go up, the higher the prices go. Low income can't live on one salary. Low income has to have two salaries. One is paid and the other one isn't paid. And unfortunately, the one that isn't paid is paying for the one that's paid. Because you're paying taxes on top of taxes on top of taxes on top of freedom, on top of understanding what's really going on in life. Your life is not as bad as what you make it seem or what you want it to sound like. Ladies and gentlemen, I would tell you that if someone walked up to me today, like greatness himself, walked up to me today and said, how much would you need to survive? I would say, well, give me $5,000, I'll live a lifetime. Give me $1 million, I'll spend the rest of my life making $5 million. I would do anything to make money. Whether it be starting a business, starting a home, raising a family, and getting married to the man of my dreams, and living with 2 dogs and adopt 2 children to help us take care of 2 dogs. That is just the way I look at life. Adopting, having kids, and having money are all in the same boat. Somebody walked up to me and handed me $100 and asked me, what am I going to do with it? I'm going to say, I'm going to make it $1 million. Somebody walk up to me and hand me $5 million, I'm going to tell them, well, that's going to last me a lifetime because I'm going to make $5 more million. People have to put positivity in what they do. Somebody walks up to you and says, what are you going to do with this money? Well, I'm going to go out and gamble it away and have nothing. And that's not making money. That's spending more than you need to, having nothing to show for it. And honestly, you're fucking yourself up if you think that's okay. Because it's not. You're not losing, you're winning. You want to win? Take some friendly advice and stop. Stop asking for stuff. Stop asking, God, please help me. I need your help. I can't do this on my own. You can. God is giving you the tools to do everything you need to do on your own. God has provided you with the greatest tool there ever was in this world. The greatest tool there ever was. Your brain. A little bit of common sense and a lot of hard work will get you there. No common sense, no hard work will get you nowhere. Ladies and gentlemen, the meaning of this podcast, this broadcast, is to tell you that you are who you are. Whether you like it, I like it, or anybody else likes it, you are the antiphony of life's best success. Life's greatest success comes from within. And never say you can't do something, because you have the brain power to do anything. You have the body and mind to do whatever you want to do, and no one can take it away from you. Love, happiness, Happy New Year, and a Merry Christmas to all. And see you next year. I hope you enjoy this video. Bye-bye now.